Today we are reviewing the Mikolo Nova leg curl leg extension combo. Now let's start with the giant elephant of the garage. This machine is trying to desperately be the diet version of the GMWD LE08 leg curl leg extension machine, which did dominate the whole gym space a few months ago. Real question is, does this budget copycat actually perform? Or is it just a massive metal paperweight? Stick around till the end to find out. This thing dropped early quarter of 2026. I bought it in May. Came in 2 boxes. One was heavy, one was lighter, but still a pain to carry. And you can find them in Amazon or in Mikolo's website. Just buy it where the coupon code hurts your wallet less. Let's talk about size because she is thick. We're talking 53 inches with the weight horn down and 68 inches from front to back. That translates to about 30 square feet of space in your home gym. So if you enjoy having the space to breathe in your home gym, goodbye. The website says it's made out of gauge 14 steel, and true enough, it is a gauge 14 steel. Some viewers told me that the base plate is scavenged from the toilet, its predecessor that got discontinued. Why do companies do that? Hey people, love this thing. Quick, kill it! Let's play my favorite game, Where is the Weld? Exhibit A. There is 0 weld on this side, leaving a big gap between a high tension area. Will it break over time? Maybe. But more importantly, it's a cozy little cave for moisture to build up and rust from the inside out. It's an overseas product shipped over the ocean. Moisture happens. Basic engineering, guys. Oh man, look at that nice even weld on it. So nice. And ink! Exhibit B. Why are they choosing to miss the most important welds on high tension areas? It's beautifully done on one side and the other one's like, it's like they ran out of sparks and said, good enough, send it to USA. But hey, what do I know? I just live heavy circles. When I was getting this, I chose the flagship colorway for the usual white label gym gear. The red and the black. But immediately I noticed something weird. Did they paint this part accidentally? Because literally after 3 days of use, my iron plates have chipped off the weight horns. And the cam system has already peeled like bad sunburn. Mikolo, what the fuck? Look, I want to be forgiving. It's a budget machine, but I want you to know what you're getting out of the box. Perhaps you encountered this one. These little rubber feet are plug holes. The problem with this one is they're incredibly loose. If you move this machine slightly an inch on your gym floor, they pop off and migrate to the very corner of your garage. Annoying. Moving on, you get the usual sexy rubber handles on the front and the back portion of the machine. For the upholstery, we got vinyl covers. The Mikolo stitching actually looks pretty cool, except it's bright white, which means you need to clean your sweat, dirt, or any mysterious body fluid on it immediately, unless you're into that kind of seasoning. No judgment. The vinyl on the seat is loose. It wrinkles like a 90-year-old thumb after a long bath. But you know what? Let's say something positive. The edge is actually thick and it's actually good for behind the legs. And the seat is big enough so it can accommodate different kinds of cheeks. I don't know if they copied the first version of the LE08 or muted the YouTube reviews from the machine they're ripping off, but the back pad is fixed. You could argue that a space angled back pad pre-stretch your quads, but this one doesn't go far enough to do that. In fact, it actually strains your back. I mean, it could still work. But people with upper and lower back pain, I don't think this is gonna be good for them. So the best thing you can do is to just hold on, keep your back straight, and do the extension. But here's the kicker, the seat wobbles during leg extensions. I tightened every single bolt under there until I saw stars, and it still shakes. I think designing it to be a single frame makes it dance more. The one frame design under the pad makes this thing dance. Strangely, when you switch to lying leg curls, the base actually locks in and it feels stable. Miracle, right? Well, until I look back at my video footage and realized the back and seat pads were moving anyway. You have 8 adjustment points for the leg lever arm and 9 points for the leg roller. I also like the fact that there's enough space between the leg roller and the base pillar frame here. Gives you enough stretch and spacing. But the leg roller itself is fixed. It does not rotate. During leg curls, it drags across your skin. It irritated my Achilles and calves badly that I had to wrap a towel around it to make a makeshift diaper just to finish my set. It gave me the worst burn in my life. And I don't mean a good pump. I mean, I felt like my testicles were being roasted on an open campfire. Yeah, that bad. Let's talk about the star of the show, the leverage multiplier. Woo! Claims to have the true weight on it, a 1-to-1 on the first position, a ratio of 1 by 1.1 and 1 by 1.2 at the third position, which basically means, as explained on their website, once you start from 100 pounds, you could go easily from 110 to 120. Now, most reviewers would actually do the fish scale test, and I don't think we need to do that. Can't believe I'm doing this. All right. All right, zero it out. Zero. All right, hope you can see that. We're using a 50 pound and this is what it's yielding. So that's 45.6 at the first position. There you go, 55. Hmm. 52.2. I mean, from that test, it does work. Is it accurate? I don't know. Probably it's my way of testing. But the first thing I noticed was that on the 1-to-1 ratio, the first position, it's actually lower than expected. It's not much, just a few pounds. But this could vary when you're doing a higher load. On the second one, I did see a slight increase, and then on the third one, of course, it's way much more higher. I think that's because of the axis variation between the Y and the X axis. You get more force applied when you're more at the edge of the lever arm. But enough of that sciencey physics BS. We're using this for what it's intended to be, drop set. I mean, does it work? Yes, it does. But I do find it weird on the first position though. I felt like the resistance was off and I could not feel any contraction, so it took me longer to get a pump. On the second position, I feel it more on the concentric, and on the third position, I do feel both concentric and eccentric portion, and I feel more connection on that one. First position, weird. For the lying leg curls, it does the job. That 15-degree angle jackknife position actually pre-stretches your hamstring. Only trouble I have with this is that damn fixed roller. I find that because of it, it was hard to perform the leg curl. I had to go up and down the pad and would end up either putting more tension on my knees or I burn my Achilles. So I wish they have actually made this a rolling pad. As for the multiplier, the first position sucked, but the second and third one made good connections. Overall, Mikolo tried to clone a prosumer machine. If Mikolo is watching, here is your assignment. Make the seat adjustable, fix the seat, do a dual frame if you have to. This thing, make it roll, please. Fix the weld, that's self-explanatory. Stainless steel or uncolored steel on your weight horn and your comm system. It's not rocket science. And lastly, fix the multiplier mat on the first position. 400 to 450 bucks is a lot of money. I expected a machine with stability and minor budget inconveniences, like having a gauge 14 steel, that's acceptable, or having the rubber handles. However, it missed on major stuff: ergonomics, stability, build quality, resistance profile. Those are things that you do not sacrifice if you are trying to attempt to make a budget build, which unfortunately is missed in this machine. Go watch other reviewers. Honestly, listen to them, not me. What the do I know? I'm just a guy who collects gym gears, hoards them in my garage, and flips them until I find the perfect weapon in my arsenal. My body is different than your body. The way I train is different the way you train. You still have the freedom to buy it. Who knows? It might work for you. These are just my thoughts. Oh, and by the way, this thing is going to be kicked out of the garage. It just doesn't meet the standards. Let me know what you guys think. Did I just ruin the Mikolo Nova for you? Or do you love yours? Come and roast me at the comments. I welcome it. See you on the next episode.